Hey everyone, I'm Jenny Knight, and you're watching Talk of the Town. Thanks for watching this episode of Talk of the Town, your on-campus source for entertainment news. First, we have Lauren and Sarah out with Man on the Street.
What's up, USC? You're here with Man on the Street. I'm Sarah Ferraro.
And I'm Lauren Hoare. And today we're outside Russell House on Green Street.
And we're asking students the question, if your life were made into a movie, what would it be called and who would play you?
Let's take a look at what people had to say.
It would probably be called Fast Times and Life of Me. I'd be played by Brandon T. Jackson. He played my part because we both just cool like that, right?
It would be called The Struggle Part 1, and I would get Beyonce to play it because I love her and I think she'd do a great job.
It would be called Me in Front of Stuff, and Will Smith would portray me, and he would go to foreign countries and take Polaroid pictures of himself on the Great Wall of China and kiss strangers and hold babies.
Our movie's going to be called Breaking Bad. It's going to be about both of our lives. And playing me is going to be Russell Crowe.
And playing me will be Denzel Washington.
It would be called Noelle's Crazy Wildlife Show. And pretty much there would not be anybody to play my part because, in my opinion, no one else can play me.
It would be called My Crazy Ass Life, and Reese Witherspoon would play me because I'm the one that's never involved in any drama, but my family is just constantly crazy, like Kardashians times 2.
Well, those are some pretty funny answers, but I don't know if any of them would actually make it on TV.
Yeah, but I definitely think some would be really funny if they did. What would you choose?
Well, my show would probably be called Story of My Life, and Miley Cyrus would play me because everyone tells me I look like her.
I can definitely see that.
What would yours be?
I would say the Hot Mess Express, and Kristen Wiig would play my part just because she's so hilarious and she's always making me laugh.
I love her. She's so funny. Well, thanks for watching this edition of Man on the Street. Keep an eye out for us on campus. I'm Sarah Ferraro.
And I'm Lauren Hoare.
Thanks, guys. Up next, Kiera continues with her Greek food theme with Gamecocks in the Kitchen, and then Gabby checks out Salsa Night with Campus Spotlight.
I'm especially excited about today's episode because I will be cooking seared shrimp with red pepper flakes and basil. So why don't you guys come join me? I'm going to go ahead and get started on some shrimp. And these are just simple seared shrimp with a little garlic and some red pepper flakes for a kick, fresh basil to add that summer herb freshness to it. Got 4 cloves here. And the trick is just to lay your knife down sideways on the garlic and just hit it with your fist like that, and it makes it easier to peel the outer layer off of the garlic. So it's kind of a trick there to cut back on some time, because it would take you just a few minutes to try to peel that cover off of the garlic. Now that that's done, I'm just gonna give these a rough dice. And if you're not fond of garlic, you're more than welcome to mince it very, very, very finely. But I actually like to taste it in my food when I eat. Okay. That seems about good for the garlic. I'm just going to set that aside on my cutting board. And for this recipe, we don't want to use dried basil. Fresh basil is what the recipe calls for. And it smells so good. So about 4 leaves of basil. You just want to roll these up like so, and then give those a fine dice as well. Oh my gosh, I can tell that this is going to be good. It just smells so fresh and can't wait to try it. Okay. Now that that's done, I'm going to give my hands a quick rinse. And before we get started on the shrimp, I'm going to go ahead and heat my pan. You want to put it on a pretty high temperature, about 7 or 8. You don't want your shrimp to burn, but you do want to sear them. You can just eyeball how much olive oil you need, just enough to go to the bottom of the pan. Go ahead and swirl that around there. And just let that set aside while we go ahead and start working on our shrimp.
Hi, I'm Gabby Zambrano. For this week's Campus Spotlight, we're going to be showing you how the Student Organization for Latin America, better known as SALA, celebrates Hispanic awareness right here in the Russell House Ballroom. We're going to be seeing a little bit of typical Hispanic food along with a lot of dancing for SALA Salsa Night. SALA prides themselves in being united in diversity, and one of the biggest things they focus on is providing a family setting within this organization. Marvin Casasola, third-year theater student. So Marvin, why did you join SALA?
I was looking for more people that were like me. I was looking for that family feel. I know everything was so black and white when I first got here, and I was asking where are the Latino people. And I finally found them in SALA.
Hi, I'm here with fourth-year Marketing Human Resources student Jorge Arias. So I just want to ask, what's the best part about being in SALA?
It's just the people that you're with. I've known a lot of the people since I've come to college here in 07, and from now, it's just the diversity that it brings. We get all different kinds, people from Latin American descent, African American, Asian, or just the plain Caucasians that live here in South Carolina. It's their personalities, it's what they really love about the organization that keeps me coming back.
If you're interested in any more events hosted by SALA, be sure to check out their Facebook page. Thank you for joining Campus Spotlight on Talk of the Town. I'm Gabby Zambrano.
Coming up, we have gossip, fashion, more Gamecocks in the kitchen, and events. Thanks for staying tuned to Talk of the Town. Now Daniel has your celebrity gossip, followed by Janelle and Jennifer at Handpicked with Fashion.
Hey guys, I'm Daniel Bowen, here to fill you in on the latest celebrity gossip. Now this week I'm talking all about Twitter. See, I'm fairly new to the Twitterverse, but ever since I've joined, I've learned a lot. Like, one thing I've always known to be true has finally been confirmed. Celebrities are idiots. Take Tyra Banks, for example. She recently tweeted, "Did you know that it is impossible to speak while inhaling through your mouth or nose? Impossible." Really, Tyra? See, I don't know what's more alarming here, the fact that there's so much stupidity shoved into one tweet, or the fact that this woman has the second best-selling book in the country right now. What I do know is definitely alarming is being sued for $90,000, and that is exactly what happened to Lindsay Lohan after she refused to pay a bill for renting a limousine. So I decided to check in on Lindsay's Twitter to see how this is affecting her lifestyle, and I found a picture she tweeted of a salad she claims was served to her with a fingernail in it. Now let's not play stupid here, viewers. We all know that is Lindsay's fingernail, and this is just some scam to get a free meal. Now, while Twitter is great for displaying how stupid celebrities can be, it is also a great resource for celebrities to reach out to their fans, like Britney Spears. She recently tweeted a picture of a homeless man carrying a sign saying that he needed help getting her latest album. So Britney tweeted a response saying that if anyone saw him, let her know because she has a package with his name on it. And at first I thought, wow, that's really sweet, Britney. But then I thought, wait, if this man is in fact homeless, where does she plan on sending this package? And last but not least, we have who is probably my favorite celebrity tweeter, Courtney Stodden. Now, if you already forgot who that is, she's that 16 going on 45-year-old who somehow got famous for marrying a 51-year-old actor no one's ever heard of. But all I know is her tweets are amazing. Like, get this. Lubricating my limber legs with creamy lotion that electrifies my luminescent captivation lustrously. It's Slippery Saturday, XOs! See what I mean? It's amazing, and it's a guaranteed daily dose of crazy, so I recommend you follow her immediately. And while you're at it, you might as well follow me as well under @DanielGossip. And keep an eye out for even more Talk of the Town for more celebrity gossip.
Hi, I'm Janelle Williams.
And I'm Jennifer Butler.
And this is Fashion 411 with Talk of the Town. Today we're here at Handpicked on Divine Street
to get you dazzled up with fall and game day accessories.
Come on in. Wow, look at all this Carolina stuff. Look at these earrings. They're so beautiful. Look at this necklace. Talk about a fashion statement. So we got the opportunity to speak with Karen. So what exactly do you sell at Handpicked?
Well, Handpicked is actually known for sterling silver and stone, and that's really how we started here in the Columbia area. So you can find just about anything here that is fun, that is trendy. If you're conservative, if you are a little more edgy, everything is right here at Handpicked. Well, you know, everybody is on a budget these days, and I think that you can walk into Handpicked and you can pick up something for $4, or you can spend a little more and spend $15 or $20, or even going up into the $100. I think it just depends on what your budget is, but we've always got something no matter how much you need.
And what makes Handpicked different from other retail boutiques?
Well, I think that we really do specialize in that sterling silver and stone. So the really nice thing about it is you can come in and pick up something in one of those categories, and a lot of the pieces that you see as you look around are actually created, designed, and developed by Handpicked. So we have pieces in here that no one else is going to have, and a lot of times we even just make 2 or 3, so you're getting something that's super, super special. I also think our monogram line really sets ourselves apart from all of the other folks around town. So we've got a great monogram line, great sterling silver, great fun fashion jewelry. And you know, it's not just about the purchase, it's about the experience too, and we hope that when people come in, not only do they find exactly what they want, but their experience here is wonderful as well.
Well, thank you so much,
You're
Karen.
welcome. Thanks for coming in.
This has been Fashion 411 with Talk of the Town. I'm Janelle Williams.
And I'm Jennifer Butler. For more fall fashion accessories, check out the Handpicked website at behandpicked.com.
Stay gorgeous.
Kiera continues with her shrimp dish and Gamecocks in the kitchen, and then Ross and Gina have your events going on around Columbia.
About 1.5 pounds of fresh shrimp, and I actually got them from Publix and they cleaned them for me, so that cut back on some of my prep time and I didn't have to do that myself, which is a blessing. So you just want to make sure that you rinse them very well and you take all of the outer shell off, but you want to leave the tails on the shrimp. It just looks better and it's easier for guests to pick them up and things of that nature. So I've rinsed those very well, and you just want to season them very lightly with salt and pepper. And I'll go ahead and do that while our pan is heating up. Okay, so now that the shrimp are seasoned very lightly with a little bit of salt and pepper, I think our pan is hot, so it's about time to just go ahead and throw these shrimp in the pan. Kind of stand back, you don't want to burn yourself. You just want to lay the shrimp down flat on one side, giving all of them just enough room in the pan to kind of do their own thing. And one thing to remember with shrimp is that you do not want to overcook them. These take maybe 2 minutes max. And a sure way to tell that the shrimp are ready to be turned is that when one side turns pink. You're ready to flip them over and let the other side get started. They smell so good. Okay, I can see some of them turning pink already. Just give them a little turn. And let the other side cook. What we're going to do is give all of the shrimp time to fully cook. And then we're going to take them out and deglaze the pan a little bit and make kind of a little sauce to go on the shrimp. Okay. Now that all of the shrimp have been turned, we'll give them about 30 more seconds on this Last side, and we'll take them out of the pan. And we'll put our fresh herbs and our garlic in the pan as well. And we'll deglaze it with a little white wine. Okay. I'm going to turn the heat down just a little bit. Go ahead and take our shrimp in. They look and smell so good. I wish you all were here. But this recipe is so easy and it's so quick. Anyone can do this. And if you're in your dorm room, you can use a George Foreman grill as well. You don't have to have an oven or a stove and a frying pan. You can definitely make this work with other appliances.
Hi, I'm Gina Mongol.
And I'm Ross Anzopoulos, and we're here with Events.
Students, are you interested in getting off campus and having fun? The SC State Fair will actually be in town from October 8th to the 19th. If you're interested in getting tickets, they're on sale now at scstatefair.org.
Would you like to see a show that will make you laugh so hard that it will just knock your socks off? Well, not to worry. Comedian Doug Benson will be at the Russell House Ballroom at 8 o'clock on October 12th. So, Gina, are you ready to see the Gamecocks beat up on those Mississippi State Bulldogs this weekend?
Heck yeah, I am. I can't wait. Actually, I don't know what time they're going to play, though.
I believe they're going to play at noon on the SEC Network. Check the local listing.
Can't wait.
Go Cox!
Students, do you have what it takes to show your talent? Well, why not audition for the USC's Got Talent show? The forms will be due on October 14th, while the auditions will be held on October 17th at the Russell House Ballroom.
On October 22nd, the Blues Festival is back in Columbia at the Martin Luther King Jr. Memorial Park. It will be held from noon till 10 o'clock.
A few weeks ago, we had the Greek Festival in town. Now there's going to be a 4th annual Italian Festival on October 22nd from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. on Main Street. Thanks for watching Events on Talk the Town. I'm Gina Mongol.
And I'm Ross Anzopoulos. And do not forget that fall break is coming up. So enjoy your time off, and we'll see you soon.
Coming up, we have movies, Press Pass, and more Gamecocks in the Kitchen. Welcome back to Talk of the Town. Up next, Janelle and Sarah have your movies coming to Russell House in the next few weeks. And then I got a chance to meet MSNBC anchor Craig Melvin for Press Pass. Then Kiara finishes up her Greek food with Gamecocks in the Kitchen.
Hi, I'm Janelle Williams.
And I'm Sarah Weisoon.
We're here to tell you about the movies playing at Russell House Theater October 13th through October 16th.
We'll also be telling you about the movies playing after fall break, October 27th through the 30th.
Here's a look. The first movie playing at Russell House October 13th through October 16th is Tom Hanks and Julia Roberts in the heartfelt movie Larry Crowne. After being fired from his big box company job, Larry reinvents himself by going back to college. It is here he befriends a group of colorful outcasts who are trying to create a better future for themselves. In the midst of his learning, Larry develops a crush on his public speaking teacher played by Roberts. The two develop a romance, but they learn a lesson that can't be taught in the classroom. Larry Crowne will be playing in Russell House Theater October 13th through 16th at 6 p.m. If romantic comedy isn't your thing, how about some action? Transformers 3 is Michael Bay's third installment of the Transformers series, and it's not lacking any spark. When the Autobots find a stranded Cybertronian spacecraft hidden on the moon, a space race ensues to beat the Decepticons in finding out the information. If the plot or interesting use of history doesn't catch your interest, just focus on Megan Fox's replacement, Rosie Huntington-Whiteley. After all, that's what she's there for. Transformers Dark of the Moon will be playing in Russell House Theater at 9 p.m.
The first movie that's coming to Russell House at 6 o'clock after fall break is Captain America: The First Avenger. This superhero film is based on the Marvel Comics. This action-packed movie tells the story of Steve Rogers, a sickly man from Brooklyn who is transformed into a super soldier that will aid in the war effort. Captain America must stop Red Skull, Adolf Hitler's ruthless head of weaponry and the leader of the mysterious organization that intends to use a foreign source of energy for the world domination. If you're in the mood for more of a comedy, from October 27th through the 30th at 9 p.m. you can catch Horrible Bosses. This is a hysterical film about three friends who decide the best way to get rid of their overbearing and abusive bosses is to murder them. One night over drinks, one of the friends, Kurt, jokingly suggests that their lives would be much happier if their bosses were no longer around. Initially hesitant, they eventually agree to do away with their employers. In search of the perfect crime, the trio meets an ex-con, have an accidental mix-up with cocaine, and are caught in a high-speed chase. This movie is definitely a laugh-out-loud comedy.
This has been Movies with Talk of the Town.
We hope you get a chance to come and see these movies at Russell House.
Until next time,
have a great weekend.
Hey everyone, it's Jenny Knight with Press Pass for Talk of the Town. Tonight, MSNBC anchor Craig Melvin comes to talk to Columbia. A crowd of students, faculty, and Columbia community members gathered in Gambrell Hall to hear from Craig Melvin, a former WIS news anchor who's made it big on the national news level. Melvin kept the crowd laughing as he discussed his career path as well as the future he sees for journalism. After the lecture, we asked Craig how he felt about South Carolina's sometimes negative reputation in the media.
The state can sometimes get a bum rap, but I've always been a proud South Carolina, proud Columbia.
Students of all majors, like junior IB and marketing major Paulina Berkovich, came out to hear Craig.
I thought it was really interesting how he talked about also not being a journalism major, how he loves going to work every day. He's challenged by it, and he has a very strong set of morals that he brings in. He definitely wants to be unbiased, even though that's not always what the audience wants.
That does it for this segment of Press Pass. We'll see you next time.
So now I'm going to go ahead and turn the heat back up on my pan. And I've just got a dry white wine. And of course, the key to picking a wine is that if you don't drink it, you don't cook with it. So just go ahead and put this in the pan. And just typically eyeball it, but the recipe calls for about 1/3 cup of dry white wine. And then we're going to place our minced garlic in the pan as well. And give this all some time to kind of simmer and marinate together. And let all of the flavors work together here. And we're going to take our minced basil as well and put that in the pan. And one of the most important key ingredients for this shrimp recipe are about 1/4 tablespoons of red pepper flakes to give it some kick. Go ahead and put that in there. Just give it some time to kind of cook down a little bit. So while we're letting the garlic and the basil just sear in the pan for just a minute, you want to make sure that you keep your eye on it because the flame is still on high and you don't want your garlic to burn. And then lastly, I'm going to use the other half of the lemon that we used a little bit earlier for a Greek salad and just squeeze the juice of half a lemon in the pan as well. Remember, using your other hand to catch the seeds. You don't want that to end up in your pan. Okay. I'm going to go back and grab my shrimp. I'm just going to place these in the pan. And you want to turn your flame down. You don't want to cook your shrimp again, you just want to heat them. And kind of let them mix with the sauce here. We can turn the flame off. Just make sure all of your shrimp get coated and we are ready to take these off of the fire and go ahead and plate them. It's really that simple. This took all of 5 minutes to make some delicious shrimp here. Everything smells wonderful, it's light, the ingredients are fresh. It's just a perfect way to kind of end summer. If you want to get super fancy, you can use some of your basil leaves as well to kind of garnish the dish. It never hurts to make it look pretty. You eat with your eyes first. I'm not very good at garnishing, but I'll give it a try. Okay, and there we have it. Seared shrimp with red pepper flakes and basil. It's so simple, so light, so delicious. You guys, be sure to go out and grab a copy of Greek Revival, First Lady Patricia Moore Pastides cookbook. I challenge everyone to try to cook a few of these recipes each semester. They're so quick and inexpensive. And also be sure to check out our YouTube page for additional recipes. From one Gamecock kitchen to another. See you guys later.
Well, thanks for watching this episode of Talk of the Town, your on-campus source for entertainment news. Stay tuned in 2 weeks for our Halloween episode, and have a great fall break.
I turn the music up, I got my records on. I shut the world outside until the lights come